Like a recycling kind of thought.
Yeah, just have vultures pick me apart or something.
That's
After I die, I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want to be like, oh, I'm feeling old. Let me go lay out in the sun.
no. But when you said that, I was picturing dying and then my body slowly and beautifully decomposing into the ground.
I want animals tearing at my meat, sort of like tug of war.
Want a vulture picking at your eyeballs.
That's kind of neat.
Other items worth mentioning from the investigation are a missing briefcase and a missing .22 caliber registered to Sherilyn Jameson, both of which were never found. Let's provide some background on the two Jameson parents, Bobby and Sherilyn. Both Bobby and Sherilyn were not working at the time of their disappearance due to disabilities and were receiving disability checks. Bobby was on disability due to being in a car accident, though one thing worth noting is that Sherilyn's mother, Connie Cocotan, stated they did not know of any settlement from the car accident that might explain the $32,000 in cash found in the Jamesons' truck. Neither Cocotan nor anybody else know where this money came from. Former Sheriff Israel Beecham, while on the investigation, stated that there, quote, doesn't appear to be any signs that the Jamesons were in trouble or looking to start a new life, end quote. One odd wrinkle to the case was security footage taken outside the Jameson home. The footage, according to Daily Mail, was from the day that they left and showed the couple making several silent trips between the car and their home as they methodically packed to leave. They were moving in a manner that Beecham described as, quote, trance-like. On the video, sometimes they would just stop and stare.
If I'm packing all my things and I'm getting ready to leave my life behind, go off the grid. That's a big commitment.
Yeah.
So if I'm loading up my car, like, oh boy, this is it. I'm probably going to be a little trance-like. And in the middle of it, I might stop,
have a couple pregnant pauses,
look at the sunset, think, what am I doing? What am I doing, man?
Beecham also said, quote, normally, you can go through an investigation and one by one start to eliminate certain scenarios. We haven't been able to do that in this case. With this family, everything seems possible, end quote. And with that, let's get into the theories. The first theory is that the family simply got lost in the woods and died from hypothermia and exposure. In the days following their disappearance, the area where the Jamesons were last seen experienced heavy rains, albeit not rain strong enough to cause their deaths. A glance at the Farmer's Almanac for weather reports in the area at that time showed temperatures of nearly 40 degrees at the coldest. As a reminder, the bodies were found 10 miles from their truck.
If you're 2 miles away from your car and you go, oh, it was that way, I know that. If you pick even the slightest wrong direction, suddenly you're way off the mark.
Why would they leave their cell phone, all their possessions, things that you can use to then get back to your car? These do seem like people that may be wilderness savvy.
Well, doesn't sound like
Oh,
it.
no, I'm talking about it. They're looking in that area. They're looking at a plot of land and maybe a storage container.
But they didn't have anything on them, right? Did they have compasses? Did they have maps?
No, and that to me means they didn't intend to go on a trip.
If the little daughter got spooked by something, she started running, they ran after her because obviously, holy shit, her daughter.
How fast could a daughter run? She's going to run 2.7 miles before they catch her?
She was trying to get away from them.
How fast is a 6-year-old? What is she, the fucking Flash?
The second theory is that the Jamesons' demise was a murder-suicide scenario. The investigation would turn up a suspicious letter that, according to one report, was 11 pages long and was found in the Jamesons' abandoned truck. The letter is what was called a hate letter, written from Sherilyn to Bobby, in which she accused him of being a hermit. Another letter that was said to mention death was also found in the family home. According to former Sheriff Beecham, quote, they were certainly a family obsessed with death, end quote. However, Sherilyn's mother has repeatedly stated that Bobby and Sherilyn were good parents. Quote, like I've said from the very beginning, I think somebody killed them. There's just no way that Bobby and Sherilyn would ever let anything happen to Madison unless something had been done to them.
You have some marital disputes. That seems minor.
11 pages is a lot of pages. But...
yeah, but if like the worst thing you say in it is, you're a hermit.
Yeah.
Also, if you're going to murder somebody in the woods, why bring your daughter with you?
Yes. Though, if you're murdering someone, you're probably not in the right frame of mind to begin with.
I suppose, but the mom doesn't think so. Also, lived with them for a certain amount of time.
Oh, she did.
So she would have reference of how they behaved.
Which brings us to our third theory, that the Jamesons were murdered by Bobby Jameson's 67-year-old father, Bob Dean Jameson. Earlier in 2009, approximately 6 months before the family disappeared, Bobby had filed a protective order against his father. Allegedly, Bob had threatened to kill Bobby and his family on 2 separate occasions, in November 2008 and April 2009. In the petition, Bobby did not detail how his father had made the threats. He did write that Bob had, quote, hit me with his vehicle, end quote, on November 1st, 2008. Bobby also wrote that Bob was a, quote, very dangerous man who thinks he is above the law, end quote, and that he'd been involved with, quote, prostitutes, gangs, and meth, end quote.
Doesn't look good.
That's not good.
No.
That's bad.
That definitely gives motive, and it does seem like
Seems like the kind of guy who might do that.
It also
Kind of be threatened
Thank
murder.
you.
yeah, it does seem like this wasn't a case like, oh, I couldn't see this coming. It was many warnings were given.
Furthermore,
Eh?
Bobby stated in his petition, quote, my entire family is severely scared for their lives, end quote. End quote, I am in fear at all times, end quote. Testimonies were given in the case, and a judge dismissed the protective order on May 18th, 2009. Bobby Jameson was also in the process of suing his father at the time of the Jameson family's disappearance. The gist of the suit was that Bobby would sometimes work for free at his father's gas station, where half the sales had been promised.
How you doing? Oh, I was just about to ask you the same thing. How you doing? I'm not that great, but it's whatever.
To Bobby, but were never paid. Though Bobby and Sherilyn had been described as, quote, scammers, end quote, by former Sheriff Beecham, as they had also previously sued 3 others in 2005 after a car accident. Moreover, Jack
Oh,
Jameson,
okay.
Bob Dean's brother, and Bob
I'll be going to work here in maybe in an hour or so. I've got 2 more days until I have off again. No, thanks, Jay. I do need to talk to someone on mic about something, so
Bobby's uncle claimed that while Bob Dean was, quote, disturbed at the time, end quote, Jack was, quote, pretty sure he was not capable of being involved in that, end quote.
You wish these stories had a black and white to them.
Yeah, right. Every time you think this is clear cut,
Like,
now
you got this poor family, turns in, they turn up in the woods. You feel for them. Now suddenly they're casting doubt upon their characters because they're scammers.
apparently, according to the sheriff, that's his opinion.
And now we can't even trust the sheriff because you're casting doubt on him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he seems like a legitimate investigator. He doesn't have any motive in this to, have a cover up.
I hate these stories.
Bob Dean died in December 2009. Jack Jameson, like Sherilyn's
don't
mother, still
want
suspects
your
that
number.
foul play played a part in the Jameson.
I'd rather talk to you on PlayStation 4, so I'd rather do. that? The hell was that? I saw that. What the hell? That was fucking scary.
Family's death. This brings us to our bizarre fourth theory that the Jamesons were murdered by a cult. Sherilyn's mother, Connie Coquetan, believes the Jamesons were killed by a religious cult in southeastern.
Yeah, it's true. Hmm. I'll re-add you once I come back from work. It's gonna be a short day, so.
Oklahoma. According to Coquetan, the cult had a quote hit list end quote that Sherilyn was on. After investigating.
You noticed that too? What the heck was that? I want to know what that was. What's up, All Star? But don't you have your? No, it wasn't in front of me. It was like at the back of me. I swear to you. Anyways, cool. Don't you have your other account, Jay? Chilling. Okay. Chilling like a cucumber. I don't know why I said that, but I said it anyways. And Ultra Dad, stop being a troll. Okay, makes sense. Up your butt. That's where it is. That's where your cookie's at. If I had a cookie and I had a way to send it to you, I would. I feel like shoving things up people's butt in the first place, so.
Discovery.
I'm still in a pissed off mood, if anyone's wondering. Okay. I have one mod on here, but he's at work right now, so. And I really don't trust you that much, Jay, just yet in order for me to put you as a mod, so. But I'll consider it. I'd rather have All Stars, Mama, but. Yep. Just what All Star. You gotta earn it before you be a mod. John's a mod because I can trust him, so. That is true. He knows me for quite a while. But ever since you and Mike had that big, huge kerfuffle, I just, didn't want to be in between you two, so. So now I'm kind of hesitant to make you as my mod because of that reason. And you should. All I gotta say is, just forget about it and just leave it at it. Like I should do it. I should just forget about what happened between. I'm not gonna say, but I just forget about it. Oh, trust me, they haven't. I don't want to say anything else, but okay. Speaking, how are your kids doing, Jay? Aww. That's great. I'm glad. Pardon me. Ignore that. Ooh. Shut up and no phone. No. Shut up. Let's see. Oh. No, that's right. I forgot that it was going to be shipped to me. I can't wait until my diffuser comes in mail. Don't tell anyone. I will be hiding that though. There's a reason why I'm hiding it. There's a very good reason why I'm hiding it.
Aired a special on the Jameson family on the show Disappeared. Sherilyn's close friend, Nikki Chanel, said she received a phone call from an anonymous woman. This woman reportedly told Chanel that she'd once been in a white supremacy group that kept a book containing a list of people who'd been problems for them. Sometimes, this woman claimed, if she could remember one of the names she had seen, she'd go home and look it up on the internet. This had led her to multiple missing persons cases.
Why are they closed? Is it a holiday there? Is that a reason why that closed? Go to the YMCA. Oh, okay. Just go to the YMCA. They're always open 24/7, except for Sundays. So you fight. I gotcha now.
including
What? You don't have no YMCA? That is bizarre.
Sherilyn and Bobby Jameson. Chenault said she wasn't sure what to make of the call.
That is
Cults, I don't know.
really
Cults-
bizarre.
Cults are out there. They wouldn't initially just refute it outright.
You too, Jay.
No, it just sounds outrageous.
Just friend me online on PlayStation 4 and I'll add you back on your other account. Oh, wow. Shit, I wish I had that here. But we don't. We don't have anything like that here. Okay. I wish we had that here. We don't have any gyms like that where I live. Just YMCA and that's it. And lifting gyms for people that like to lift. I like to lift, brah.
Given like everything else in this seems very much, par for the course when it comes to cold cases, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here's this cold.
A 1993 article in the Oklahoman stated that a few cults had sprung up around eastern Oklahoma, though a U.S. Marshal named James Webb
Yeah, you know me. I don't bring no drama. Well, besides that, but number one rule: you don't talk about Fight Club.
had added, quote, there hasn't been any activity in a couple of years, end quote. It's also been suggested that the Jamesons
Hey, I thought a number one rule of Fight Club is never talk about Fight Club.
were into witchcraft. A quote, witch Bible, end quote, was reportedly found in the Jameson home. Though Nikki
Wow. Damn. But you didn't get my joke, though. Yet, you never... Oh, okay.
Chenault claims that Sherilyn Jameson bought the witch Bible as a joke. That being said, their pastor in Eufaula, Gary Brandon, claims Bobby confessed that he was reading a, quote, satanic Bible, end quote. Additionally, mysterious graffiti was found on the large storage container kept on the Jameson.
Oh, yeah. I would have to practice first in order for me to fight. But anyways, you didn't even get my joke about Fight Club. It's a really bad movie about Fight Club. And in that movie, they said their number one rule is never talk about Fight Club.
Property. One line read, quote, 3 cats killed to date by people in this area. Witches don't like their black cat killed, end quote.
There was a witch Bible found in their house, which was an opposite joke, sure. But then
Funny joke.
but the husband,
Look at this.
And there's another joke about Fight Club I saw on YouTube. Like, some guy went to fight a fighting gym, and then they said, like, well, number one rule, never talk about Fight Club. And then he goes outside, he's like, I'm in a Fight Club. He's running outside.
But which Bible?
But then the husband himself has admitted he was reading a satanic Bible, so obviously it was not a joke.
Maybe she brought the witch Bible home and was like, haha, witch Bible, witch Bible, waka waka. And then he was like, pretty good joke, honey. You read that.
Oh, and then late at night when he's sleeping, he puts
She was like, what are you reading? And he was like, funny book.
Sherilyn's mother also reported some odd behavior from her daughter. Quote, she became very illogical. One day she drove me to Oklahoma City and dropped me off on the street. She told me, get out of my car. So I did. End quote.
Get out of my car.
Yeah, I was like the T-1000 right there.
Get out. You don't do that to your mother.
No, I mean, and that could be other factors, but could it also be because she was maybe in a daze?
No.
You know, your head gets kind of lost in the fog when you're involved in some secret business, I suppose. Also, I'm the kind of mom who, if I said that to her, first she'd smack me,
Yeah.
and secondly, I'd have to get out. So,
Yeah, my mom once stopped the car and told me and my brother to get out.
oh,
She
shit.
said, no, we're just kidding. We're not fighting.
What did you do to prompt that response?
I think we were just fucking hitting each other in the back seat or something.
Yeah.
You know, classic brother stuff.
And of course, the main evidence of strange behavior was the aforementioned.
Oh, wow. So, like I said, I need something like that to get my anger out. But in Wisconsin, we don't have anything like that. Mm. Wow.
Your total is 11.
I'm hungry. Mhm. Wow.
Yeah. Guys, I just made a TikTok and I posted my first TikTok video.
No one gives a fuck.
I bet my life on Stephen Avery being.
Security tape where the two Jameson parents appeared to be in a quote trance-like state end quote. The Jamesons also reportedly claimed to have 2 to 4 ghosts in their home.
Oh, wow. I bet he was pissed. I bet he was like, get the fuck out of my Fight Club gym thing.
Father Gary Brandon even told investigators that Bobby Jameson had once called him asking about, quote, special bullets, end quote, that could be used to shoot spirits.
You're not related to this guy in any way? You looked that up?
No, but I thought, I don't know if that belongs in the cult theory. Maybe they're in a religious cult where they believe that sort of thing.
Doesn't matter. I'm glad you
It
included it.
does contribute to odd behavior. And for the record, I don't believe in special bullets.
Which brings us to our fifth and final theory, that drugs were involved. All of the aforementioned strange behavior from the Jameson parents could be explained by the influence of drugs. There were actually rumors that the Jameson parents were involved with drugs, and some believe that the family was involved in a drug deal gone awry. As reported by the Oklahoman in May 2010, Sherilyn's mother, who didn't believe drugs were involved, said the couple had been in financial straits. Pure speculation here, but maybe the $32,000 in cash had something to do with a possible deal, as it makes no sense how the Jamesons had that money, let alone in the car they disappeared from.
People didn't know where the money came from. If they were making money off of some kind of
It would be
drug
off the
situation,
grid.
it would be, they're not keeping rent, they're not taking it to the bank and saying, this is from the meth that I just sold.
They're not reporting that to the IRS.
Right.
Police initially suspected drugs after viewing the strange security.
Wow. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Footage, but former Sheriff Beecham said there was no evidence backing up the theory that the Jamesons used or dealt drugs. Yet, he also stated he could not rule out the possibility that drugs could have been somehow involved in the disappearance. To be fair, many have pointed out that the Jamesons likely would not have taken 6-year-old Madison with them if some kind of drug-related event was taking place.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I mean, why would you take your daughter to a drug deal?
Don't do drugs, don't do drug deals, don't take your children to any of the drugs or the drug deals.
Every time in this case, I think I've come to some kind of logical conclusion.
I just,
Would it be easy, though, for them to cover up?
I can confidently say it was the
evidence
smart
of their
choice
involvement?
to hold off and wait until we got the right assistance we needed to make this video happen. And, yeah, I'm just so thankful that we're able to bring this video together to you guys the way we wanted to present it. And to be doing such a, you know,
Oh, wow. Bobber starches. Do 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 do. Sorry.
Drugs. What if they were going to perhaps buy some drugs? In that case, someone shows up who's allegedly going to give them drugs. They've got the money that they're going to give to that person, though I don't know why that person didn't take the money.
Oh, and there's our daughter in the backseat. So,
Maybe the person was like, I'm not doing this. Not with her around.
so instead, I'm going to kill all three of you and leave the money.
They just chased him.
I can't wrap my head around the cash being left there and then the daughter being there. That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe the person didn't know the cash was there.
But they're going to a drug deal. Of course they would know the cash is there.
Maybe they tried giving them the briefcase and they didn't realize they didn't put the cash in it. They hand it over. The guy opens it up. He's like, "Where's the cash?" And they go, "Yipes!" And they run into the woods.
And then he goes, no need to check the car.
So like I said, it's a scary doll.
Wow.
Former Sheriff Beecham has said that there were no suspects in the case. While investigating the disappearance, Beecham was quoted as saying, quote, "A lot of investigators would love to have as many leads as we do. The problem is that they point in so many different directions." End quote. Perhaps one day, those leads will
I don't care.
This week on Must Be Involved, we investigate the murder of Ken Rex McElroy in the small town of Skidmore, Missouri. This case is odd in that it deals with the question, is a murder justified if it's seemingly warranted? What do you think?
No,
Why not?
I don't trust people to do their homework. I mean, if you
I'm
killed
gonna-
everyone you thought was a murderer, you'd have a lot of innocent lives on your hands.
On a general basis, I will say I agree with you. But, spoiler alert, not a lot of homework was needed for this fella.
Okay, let's get into it.
The year is 1981. The town, Skidmore, Missouri. A town surrounded by cornfields with only 437 residents.
I've been to Missouri. Lovely state. Can I say that? The Ozarks?
Is this you? Yeah, that's a positive statement to start this
I
off.
love Missouri. I saw a mosquito there that was almost the size of a bird.
That doesn't seem like something pleasant.
It was almost so big that it couldn't really move around too much. It was not a burden. It's a beautiful state.
Lots to unpack there.
Beautiful
I think we'll just move forward.
On July 10th, 1981, Ken Rex McElroy would be shot dead in the street in broad daylight, amongst as many as 60 witnesses. Yet, to this day, the crime remains unsolved.
Wow.
How could that be possible? Let's start from the beginning. Who was Ken Rex McElroy? Ken Rex McElroy was born June 1st, 1934, to a family of poor tenant farmers who moved near the town of Skidmore, Missouri. By the 8th
The what?
grade, McElroy had left school.
Hold on. Not the. All the way.
The murder of Ken Rex McElroy in the small town of Skidmore, Missouri. This case is odd in that it deals with the question, is a murder justified if it's seemingly warranted? What do you think?
No,
Why not?
I don't trust people to do their homework. I mean, if
I'm
you
gonna-
killed everyone you thought was a murderer, you'd have a lot of innocent lives on your hands.
On a general basis, I will say I agree with you. But, spoiler alert,
Oh,
not a lot of
wow.
homework was needed for this fella.
Okay, let's get into it.
The year is 1981. The town, Skidmore, Missouri. A town surrounded by cornfields with only 437 residents.
I've been to Missouri. Lovely state. Can I say that? The Ozarks?
Is this you? Yeah, that's a positive statement to start this
I
off.
love Missouri. I saw a mosquito there that was almost the size of a bird.
That doesn't seem like something pleasant.
It was almost so big that it couldn't really move around too much. It was not a burden.
Back there.
Beautiful
I
state.
think we'll just move forward.
On July 10th, 1981, Ken Rex McElroy would be shot dead in the street in broad daylight, amongst as many as 60 witnesses. Yet, to this day, the crime remains unsolved. How could that be possible? Let's start from the beginning. Who was Ken Rex McElroy? Ken Rex McElroy
Did
was
the
born June 1st,
camera-
1934.
Did the Kim. Did. No. I don't. I don't know how to. I don't know anything about fighting moves. I used to take karate when I was a kid. Okay. Oh, it's a karate move. Oh, okay. There's a person all the same thing. Yeah, it's a sort of a karate move, sort of, in a way. Interesting.
To a family of poor tenant farmers who moved near the town of Skidmore, Missouri. By the 8th grade, McElroy had left school, and it's believed he was largely illiterate.
Oh,
At
God.
18,
Good
he was said to have
dressing,
seriously injured
guys.
when a steel slab fell on him at a construction site. The incident left him with chronic pain, and some have attributed his bizarre.
Well, I gotta get dressed, so I have to end this here. So I hope you, I guess, I hope I see you guys later. I have to end this here, so I hope you, I guess, I hope I see you guys later. So, bye bye.